Hello, and welcome to Celiac.com news. Subscribe to our channel to get the latest celiac disease and gluten-free diet news. And if you have any questions, be sure to join the Celiac.com forum online at celiac.com. And now, let's move on to the latest Celiac.com news. Celiac disease in children with Down syndrome. Celiac disease is an autoimmune condition triggered when gluten, a protein in wheat, rye, and barley, causes the immune system to attack the small intestine. This leads to damage, poor nutrient absorption, and a wide range of symptoms. Children with Down syndrome are far more likely to develop celiac disease than the general population. While about 1% of children in Western countries have it, the rate in children with Down syndrome is several times higher. This raises an important question. Should these children be screened regularly, even when they don't show obvious symptoms? A study in Italy set out to answer that question. Researchers reviewed records of children with Down syndrome under 18 who were screened every year for celiac disease between 2005 and 2022. Suspicious blood test results were followed by biopsies, and each case was compared with two children of the same age and sex who had celiac disease, but not Down syndrome. All were followed for at least 2 years with repeat blood tests. Out of 770 children with Down syndrome, 58 were diagnosed with celiac disease, a prevalence of 7.5%, much higher than average. Surprisingly, only about a quarter of these children had noticeable symptoms at diagnosis, compared with nearly 80% of the comparison group. This means many had serious intestinal damage without outward signs. Other autoimmune diseases, especially thyroid disease, were also much more common in the Down syndrome group. Blood work revealed very high antibody levels in most cases, often more than 10 times the normal range. Biopsies confirmed severe intestinal damage in over 90% of children with Down syndrome. After starting a gluten-free diet, antibody levels fell in both groups, but normalization took far longer in the Down syndrome group, almost 2 years compared to about 1 year in other children. This slower response may reflect immune differences or the added challenge of strict dietary adherence. The findings highlight key points. Celiac disease is far more common in children with Down syndrome, often develops without clear symptoms, and shows up as severe damage on tests and biopsies. Antibody levels also take much longer to return to normal after going gluten-free. These children are also more likely to face other autoimmune conditions. For families and doctors, the message is clear. Regular screening is essential, even in children who seem healthy. Parents should know that improvement in blood tests may be slow, so patience and careful follow-up are vital. Doctors should provide reassurance and avoid unnecessary repeat testing too soon. In conclusion, this study shows that celiac disease is common, often silent, and harder to track in children with Down syndrome. Regular testing, early diagnosis, and ongoing medical monitoring are the best ways to protect their long-term health. To get the latest celiac disease news and information, be sure to subscribe to Celiac.com news. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.